In February 2034, telescopes around the globe point toward the sky to witness a rare event, a great alignment of all 7 planets. For a brief moment, our solar system appears in perfect, peaceful harmony. But closing in from the darkness is an object humanity has never encountered. It is a stellar mass black hole, and it is tearing through interstellar space at 155 million miles per hour, exactly 25% the speed of light. 33 minutes before it reaches our inner planets, its massive gravitational footprint hits the Oort Cloud. The delicate orbits of trillions of icy bodies shatter, sending millions of comets hurtling inward like cosmic shrapnel. At this speed, the math is absolute. A 31-hour countdown to total planetary annihilation has officially begun, and no one on Earth even knows it yet. 0 hour. The black hole crosses Pluto's orbit. Because a black hole compresses the mass of several suns into a sphere just a few miles wide, the gravitational gradients near it are impossibly steep. Think of pulling a warm piece of dough. The side you pull moves faster than the side you're holding, stretching the dough out. In astrophysics, this is called tidal disruption. The gravitational pull on the side of Pluto facing the black hole is exponentially stronger than on the far side. The immense internal friction boils the dwarf planet from the inside out. Pluto physically elongates, stretching into a thin, glowing ribbon of superheated plasma that spirals down into the darkness. Solid rock and ice offer absolutely zero resistance. Physical matters simply cannot survive this kind of gravity gradient. By hour 8, the effects are visible from Earth. Astronomers watching Neptune notice something impossible. The planet's familiar blue atmosphere stretches and distorts, rapidly shifting into a deep crimson. This is a severe redshift, caused by extreme gravity stretching the wavelengths of light itself. As Neptune passes behind the anomaly, the black hole's mass literally warps the fabric of space and wraps those light paths completely around its own spherical shadow. This creates gravitational lensing. To us on Earth, Neptune appears to smear and duplicate across the sky. Telescopes still can't see the black hole. The only warning sign humanity gets is the sudden, terrifying collapse of the basic laws of optics. Between hour 14 and 26, the outer solar system falls apart. Uranus deforms under tidal stress. When the black hole reaches Saturn, the loose ice and dust of its iconic rings violently unspool from orbit, spiraling away like silver thread. At hour 28, the intruder meets Jupiter. This massive gas giant acted as our cosmic shield, locking the solar system's gravity into a stable rhythm. As Jupiter is shredded into a glowing stellar flare, that balance shatters. The immediate physical consequence hits Earth instantly. With the outer anchors gone, our perfectly balanced circular orbit violently stretches into a highly elongated oval. We drift too far from the sun, plunging into a deep freeze, then snap violently back, suffering lethal boiling heat. The atmosphere distorts, and high-altitude winds accelerate to thousands of miles per hour, instantly tearing away the ozone layer. Long before the black hole even crosses the asteroid belt, Earth's biosphere completely collapses purely from the secondary gravitational shockwaves. Hour 30 and 21 minutes. From the cupola of the International Space Station, the view of Earth is apocalyptic. The local gravitational field spikes. The ISS is violently yanked right out of its 17,000-mile-per-hour orbit, drifting helplessly toward the encroaching dark void. Through the windows, astronauts watch the moon's orbit warp into a sharp ellipse. Tidal forces fracture the lunar crust until the entire moon cracks open and is swallowed whole. Down on the surface, the Earth's crust groans and shatters. Tsunamis hundreds of feet tall race across the continents, until the gravity becomes so intense that the oceans themselves are pulled violently upward into space, flowing like towering reverse waterfalls. As the remains of the planet approach the event horizon, extreme gravity severely dilates time. For the doomed crew, the final seconds physically stretch and slow down. Space-time bends so drastically that the stars warp and the sun appears twice in the sky. humanity meets its end, watching the physical laws of reality dismantle right before their eyes. 9 minutes later, the black hole strips Venus. The planet's dense, toxic atmosphere is sucked outward into a massive, glowing funnel of sulfuric acid. By hour 30 and 41 minutes, it reaches Mercury. Tidal friction instantly superheats the tiny world, liquefying its dense iron core and vaporizing the entire rock into a cloud of metallic steam. With the terrestrial worlds and the gas giants entirely consumed, the solar system is stripped down to nothing but its central star. Hour 31. The massive scale of the Sun, 330,000 times the mass of Earth, means absolutely nothing against the infinitely dense gravitational sink of the intruder. The black hole begins siphoning the Sun's plasma layers. The star's magnetic fields twist and snap, triggering wild coronal mass ejections, solar flares exploding outward with the force of billions of hydrogen bombs. The Sun physically flattens out. It loses its spherical shape entirely, transforming into a 100 million degree accretion disk of plasma, feeding directly into the dark center. To an observer floating just a few light years away, this cosmic violence registers as a single, incredibly bright flash of light. A flash that lasts only a few hours before fading out into absolute, silent darkness. It took 4.6 billion years of dust, gravity, and precise orbital mechanics to build the architecture of our solar system. Faced with the raw, wandering forces of the deep universe, it can all be erased in barely over a day.